All right, 8th grade math. Here's lesson 15, writing a situation for an equation. All right. We have a reminder. Adding is putting together or putting groups together. Subtracting is taking away or comparing or seeing how many more you need. Multiplying is repeated addition. Dividing is finding how many groups of a certain size you can make from a total or finding the size of a certain number of equally quick groups. It says write a problem that can be solved by the equation. We have x plus 45 equals 70. So we are given the equation. One way to see what this equation means is to model it with some paper clips. This diagram shows that we're looking for a number that when added to 45 gives a sum of 70. Here are 3 problems that would match this equation. The window is 45 inches wide. The total width of the window and shutters is 70 inches. What is the width of the shutters? Steve and Noah put their money together to buy a canoe that cost $70. Steve paid 45. How much did Noah pay? Or Clara waited 70 minutes in line to get tickets to a rock concert. That was 45 minutes more than LaShonda waited. How long did LaShonda wait? So this is the equation. These are possible problems that we're going to find the answer for. So the equation 15 minus 3 can be modeled with paper clips also. You start with 15. How many must you take away so that you only have 3? So the problem is continued on the next page. So here is a problem for this equation. Alicia went to the book fair. She had $15 to spend. When she left the fair, she had $3 left. How much did she spend? So they drew out 15 paper clips and they knew, or she knew, left with $3. So they circled all of the paper clips except for the 3. So how many paper clips are in that circle? So if you count them, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there are 12. How much did she spend? She spent $12. All right. So now on down below, it says complete the problem for each equation. Now we could draw pictures. I'm going to share with you guys how I want you to set up equations for solving. So if I have the equation of, I'm going to write it over here, 5 times, and I'm using the dot, n equals 105. When we solve equations, we're going to draw a line down the center. We're going to box in our variable. Now, what operation is being done between the 5 and the box or the n? It's being multiplied. The opposite of multiplication is division. So I'm going to divide both sides by 5. Well, when I take 5 divided by 5, I get 1. And 1 times any number is that number. So what I'm left with over here is my n. And if I do 105 divided by 5, you can do it on your calculator, or I know that 5 times 2 is 10. And I know 5 times 1 is 5. So my answer is 21. So over here, it says Jill has a pocket full of nickels. The total value is $1.05. It's how many nickels does she have? Well, n for nickels equals 21. Whoops, that should have been 21. Should have been 21 nickels. So I'm going to write my answer there. Now, when I come down to the next equation, I have, and I'm going to change colors. We have z being divided by 8 equals 4. Now, there's that, but I don't like when we get into algebra, we don't write it like that. What we would do, we would write it as z divided by 8. Now, if I draw my line, I box in my variable. What operation is being done to the z? It's division. The opposite of division is multiplication. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 8. And this cancels out. So 1 times z is z, and 4 times 8 is 32. So my answer, z equals 32. And then if we labeled it, it's ounces. All right. So when you come down to problems 3 and 4, you're given the equation. You don't have to solve it. You have to write a problem. So for example, it says, write a problem for each equation. You may use the situation given, but you don't have to. So these are all possible problems. We have A plus 15 equals 40,000. It says 2 bank accounts add up to 40,000. So my problem could be my mom had a bank account and I had a a bank account. Together, let me go back and change that a little bit. I had a bank account with $15,000. I wish that was true. Together, we had $40,000. So that would be a word problem that goes with that equation. So what you have to do on problem number 4 is write a word problem that goes with that equation. When you get down to the application, since you're watching this video, guess what I'm doing? I am crossing it out. You do not have to do that problem. Now, that is it. You have one problem to do on your own for this assignment. Get it finished, submit it to me through Canvas. Good luck and have fun.